All right. So, next match, Game of Thrones versus Burger Boys. I've restarted the recording now for the VODs. Let's go ahead and take a look at the two teams tonight. Where is that team list, chat? Let's see here. Here it is, team rosters. Okay. Burger Boys probably going forward with the same team. Corgo, Rogan, and Gex. While, let's see here. It'll be Game of Thrones. We'll be proceeding with Blister, Dut, and Tej if everything goes to plan. It's a best of 3, is it? Is this like a preliminary final? I'm not sure. FPA versus Burger Boys. Winner. Yeah, this would be a preliminary final. It's a best of 3, lads. Okay, let's go ahead and get those points out. Sorry, I'm looking at the OSL stat sheet, and it's not fully updated at the moment. Hasn't posted the Philip versus Game of Thrones statistics yet, so you know that hadn't come through. Either way, now that we know, let's go ahead and get that points list up. Where could that be? It'll be in... Here it is. Boom. Best of 3. So we've got 3 games coming up here. Very, very intense stuff. First prelim, I believe, of the entire... No, sorry, first semi-final, I believe, of the entire Finals League. Here we go. Stats are coming through now. Someone's watching the stream and realized. All right, with any hope, that match should be posted pretty soon. Let's see in the league matches chat. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm expecting to see similar gameplay here from the Burger Boys, with a lot of movement going between Gurgur and Gex. Gex will probably put on a lot of hard pressure, just like he did last time. Meanwhile, Rogan will do exactly what he was doing again. I'm expecting the strat to stay relatively similar. Meanwhile, for Game of Thrones, I believe that Blister, Dut, and Tej will probably rely on some rotations here and there. I'm expecting some good stuff from them. With any luck, it's going to be a very, very close and tight match. Now, all players are in the lobby, of course. Burger Boys going forward with Gurgur, Gex, and Rogan. Meanwhile, Game of Thrones will proceed with Blister, Dut, and Tej. Lovely, lovely stuff. Best of 3, remember, so this is going to be a long one, ladies and gents. Not much left to do other than wait for Rogan. I believe Dut is kind of ready, but just hasn't readied up in chat yet. Alright, all players for Burger Boys have readied up. Meanwhile, Game of Thrones still waiting on Dut, and he is now good to go. Moving into the first period, marking the beginning of semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good match. Now, just as a quick recap for the stream, that little overlay at the top is the best of the series. So points will be awarded depending on which games they win there. All right, first period, Gur and Blister on the face-off. Ends up with Gex in possession in back play for the Burger Boys. Puck over to Dut at the moment. Dut trying to look for a good line, doesn't find it though. Dut back again with the puck, pass over to Blister. Blister looking to get around Gur at the moment. Looks like he might be able to find a line a little bit too wide. Ends up with Dut and Gex behind goals here. Pass over to Blister. Blister opportunity to get some steps off. Not able to though. Good defense from Gex and Gur. Gex trying to get the pass over to Gur. Goes a little bit too wide. Gur, opportunity to pass back here. Overturns possession, looks like. No, he'll get it back. Trying to set this one back up for Gex. Gex comes in. Gets in the way a little bit. Unfortunate stuff there, but still pass up to Gur. Lovely stuff there from Gex. Gur trying to look for a way back around to Gex again. Ends up overturning to Dut. Dut over to Blister. Blister pressured hard there by Rogan. Dut trying to go around boards. Does get around two, but it will go back down behind boards. Goals, sorry, for Gur. Gur passing over to Gex. Gex trying to get around Dut. Good bump there from Dut. But he missteps and loses possession. Does manage to come back on it, though. Trying to get that shot off a little bit too wide there. Rogan and Blister currently with the puck. Blister gets a good bump and takeaway off of that one, but overturns back to Gur. Gur gets one over to Gex. Blister has to get a very, very swift touch on that one. Gur takes the shot himself. Tej back in defense, saving that one. Pass over to Blister, goes over to Gur. Gur clearing. Tej right now bringing that one back down over to Blister, where Rogan will get the puck back. Rogan overturning to Blister at the moment. Gur in defense. Good stuff there from Gur. Dut right now with the puck. Probably looking for a setup over here to Blister. Straight through. 2 members of defense. Blister not able to get the line on that one. Still no points left. Still no points in this match. Sorry. 2 minutes in. Puck with Tej at the moment. Tej looking for Blister. Blister trying to set that one up in the middle of the field. No one ready to take the puck though. Dut trying to get a boards pass over to Blister. Not able to though. Defense from Rogan is putting on a lot of pressure. Gex overturns to Dut. Dut trying to take the quick shot. Not able to make it happen though. Goes way too wide. Rogan looking for a line over to Gur. A little bit too wide, but still lovely stuff from him. Gex right now trying to look for a similar pass over to Gur. Gur back to Gex. Gex does manage to get the puck taken away from him by Dut. Clear ends up being Tej down to the other end of the field. Rogan and Dut contesting for the puck at the moment. Dut does come away with it. Gex comes in on the intercept though with the pass over to Blister, but overturns back to Blister anyway. Lovely setup there from Blister. Dut not able to find the angle on that one though. Gur delaying that one a little bit. Pass over to Gex. Gex trying to get this one back to Rogan perhaps. No, trying to run it himself but not able to. Dut forcing it back. Third up the field at the moment. Right now, Gur, opportunity to prevent that one. Does manage to do so. Blister trying to get the puck back for Game of Throws. Gur ends up with possession. Trying to look for a good passing opportunity here. Rogan staying in goals, meaning that Gex is getting marked hard at the moment. Gex gives it back to Gur. Same side, trying it again. Does manage to pull Blister out of the play though, but ends up with Dut. Takes the shot. Trying to get on over to Blister. Blister does take the shot again, but the defense from Burgur boys is keeping this period tight as. Gex with the puck at the moment, trying to bring this one up. Perhaps looking for a pass over to Gur. Goes over to boards, where Gur does manage to maintain that possession. Ends up clearing though. Tej down to Blister. Blister opportunity here. Harassed by Rogan. Not able to make the shot that he needs to there. Rogan trying to clear that one over to Gur, but Dut does end up with possession again and clears that one back down behind goals. Right now, Gex over to Gur. Gur trying to look for a solid line up to Gex again, but does manage to get a touch on Blister. Gex trying to set that one back up for Gur, but Dut reads it well. Good intercept there from the lad. Gur stepping Dut again, and tries to pass over to Gex, but no one was there. It was on the other end of the other side of the field from Gex. Sorry. Gur opportunity to pass over to Gex here. Does manage to land that one. Gex setting that one back up for Gur. Intercept there by Dut puts on a lot of pressure for Burgur boys. 45 seconds left on the clock. No one able to maintain some clean possession at the moment, and no plays being opened up for either team. Puck ends up with Blister, very close to Burgur boys' goals. Pass back down to Tej. Tej trying to go for a boards pass. Good intercept by Rogan. Rogan not able to find an angle on that one. Puck ends up with Gur. Ends up getting cleared by Blister. Blister trying to look for a setup here, perhaps. Ends up clearing over to the other side of the field. Gur opportunity here. Takes the shot. Finds it. Good stuff from Gur. Tej not able to line up that defense there. Sails straight past his head. Lovely, lovely line there from Gur. Puck ends up with Dut at the moment, and Gur contesting. Blister going back down behind goals. 10 seconds left. No one wants possession right now. 5 seconds left. Gur. Opportunity? No. Cleared by Blister. Good period from both sides this time around. Burgur boys just managing to hang in there with an incredible defensive effort so far. And just capitalizing on those lovely, lovely little mistakes that they've been able to force Game of Throws to make. Meanwhile, Game of Throws putting on that pressure hard in the offense. But again, it just comes back down to that defense of Burgur boys. preventing all of those plays from happening for Game of Throws, and then just able to work their way up the field off the back of that, and occasionally get a solid finish. Rogan and Blister on the face-off at the moment. Blister will get some possession here. Overturns over to the Burgur boys with Gex right now. Passing over to Rogan, not able to land it. Ends up with Blister. Blister over to Dort. Dort not able to make any plays over that one. Ends up clearing that one back down where Gex will come away with it again. Gex over to Burgur. Almost intercepted by Dort, but not able to. Puck missed on the receives plenty of times. Gex trying to dominate again with that just quick shot that he's been taking lately. Ends up getting the puck down behind Game of Throws' goals at the moment. Blister over to Dort. Dort not able to make the receive. Ends up with Rogan behind goals for the Burgur boys. Gex might be looking for a pass back here, but Rogan's already in goals. He's got no opportunity then to run it himself. Blister gets that one back to Dort perhaps. Yes, does go back down all the way over to Tej. Tej right now behind his own goals, waiting for a good mark to pass to. Does end up passing down to Blister through Gex. Sets that one over to Dort. Dort not able to make the receive. Dort probably looking for a solid line here. Not able to get it off though. Back down behind goals where Rogan will probably overturn it. Burgur has to come in and save the day for him though. Puck ends up going back down behind goals where Blister and Gex will compete for it. Gex coming away with the puck. Pass over to Gur. Loses possession into Dort. Dort with the sharp angle. A little bit too sharp though. Goes just a bit wide. Blister. Opportunity to set it up. Goes over to Dort. Dort looking for a line here. Not able to find it. Goes back down behind goals where Blister will come up with the possession again. Blister going for a wrap. Almost manages to get that one off. Looking for a pass back here. Sets it up lovely for Dort. Dort taking that lovely angle again, but the defense and it hits posts. Gur right now sending that one back around to Gex. Gex going back down. Lovely pass over to Burgur. Does manage to get a step away, but not able to maintain any clean possession. So he can't find that angle there. Gex trying to get possession back again for Burgur boys. Pucking that with Gur. Gur clears back down to the other side of the field where Gex will compete with Dort. Unfortunate miss there from Gur. Almost ends up with points for Game of Throws. Luckily, Rogan did manage to get that one out. And again, some more Game of Throws misses here. Not quite having the game that they need to at the moment. No one wanting to dive on that puck. Ends up with Gex coming with possession. Probably looking for a setup here for Rogan. Or someone at least. Blister goes around over to Dort. Dort not able to make the receive. Ends up contested with Gur. Gur passing over to Rogan. Rogan not able to make the receive. They're contested by Blister, sorry. Blister taking a shot and finds the line off of boards. Good angle there from Blister. Rogan just not able to make the receive that he crucially needed to make to prevent that one there. Unfortunate. Regardless, right now on the face-off, Rogan and Dort are competing. Burgur does end up with the puck though, coming in and making sure that Rogan can back off of that one safely. Gex with the shot off to the other end of the field. Not going to go in though. Dort, opportunity here. A good collapse there by Gex and Rogan, making sure that that puck doesn't go anywhere. Gex trying to take the shot, a little bit too wide, and so over on the other end of the field where Tej and Gur will compete. Gur, lovely setup, almost goes in off of a bounce of a Blister, but doesn't quite find that angle. Likely a setup for Gex anyway. Dort right now going over to Blister. Blister trying to get that one away from Gex. Does manage to do so, but it ends up with Rogan passing over to Gur through boards back down behind Burgur boys' goals. Puck ends up in the center of the field where Dort will try and come up with possession of it. Harassed by Gex. Pass over to Blister. Ends up collected by Rogan. Rogan looking for a very sharp pass. Does manage to get it off, but not quite on point. Gex and Dort competing for this one. Blister does come up with an opportunity, but goes a little bit too wide. Rogan trying to get around Blister right now. Just trying his best to maybe feed that one back down. Doesn't look like he'll be able to, though. 1 point all at the moment. A minute 30 into the second period. Right now, puck ends up back down behind Burgur boys' goals. Trying to get it out of there from Gur. Gur over to Gex. Gex just going along boards again. Beautiful pass over to Gur. Gur opportunity here. Does take it, but not able to get the finish. Gex opportunity again. A lot of setups here for Burgur boys, but no finishing touches, it seems. Dort with the puck at the moment. Gex harassing hard. Tej passing over to the other end of the field where Rogan and Blister will compete with it. Blister almost able to find a line there. Not able to though. Blister and Dort on the puck currently. Right now, Gex and Blister competing on boards. Blister going around over to Gex at the moment. Gex trying to maintain some possession here for his team, but not able to. Puck is it with Dort. Dort trying to look for a line, not able to. Rogan and Dort competing behind boards. Gex goes for a clear, ends it with Tej on the other end of the field. Tej trying to look to bring this one back down to Blister, but overturns over to Gex. Gex, opportunity to set it up here for his teammates. Not able to, though. Rogan goes for a clear, ends up with Blister in the center field. Blister down to Tej. Tej going over to Do It. Do It looking for a line, maybe a passing opportunity. Gets the line off himself, and Gex, unfortunately, runs that one into his own goals. Unfortunate bounce off of posts there for Burgur boys, and Gex not able to predict that one. Ends up in points for Game of Throws. Gur trying to get around some more players at the moment. Ends up with Rogan coming back. 1 second left in the second period. Getting that finishing touch after a very, very confusing contest in the middle there. Either way, that is the end of the second period. 2-2 going into the third period of the first match of the series. Right now, same teams. I don't know if everybody was ready for that or not, but they're going into it. Right now, Gex with the puck, trying to look for a solid line here. Does find it off of the beginning. Gex bringing in that strong early game. Very, very strong player at the moment. Rogan and Tej on the face-off. Rogan not able to get possession for Burgur boys right now. Blister trying to clear that one. Ends up with Gur getting some possession. Gur bringing this one around. Pass over to Gex perhaps. No, the shot itself. Ends up with Tej getting it over to Blister. Blister with the clear. Rogan trying to get more possession for Burgur boys yet again. Going over to Gex. Blister, good bumps there. Keeps Gex off of the puck. Tej trying to get one over to Blister, but not able to land the pass. Ends up with Gur setting that one up for Gex. And Gex again! Amazing plays here from Gex. He has been phenomenal these past 2 games. Really, really big stuff here from Gex himself. Gex looking to get this one over to Gur. Gur trying to get another good passing opportunity here, but no one moving up, it seems. Gex finally moves up a little bit, not able to make the receive though, ends up with Do It in possession. Do It over to Blister. Blister finds a lovely line there. Good stuff from Blister. Do It, a great setup, and Blister just managing to find goals off of a rebound off of Rogan's head. Gex looking for a good line there, not able to find one. Gex over to Rogan, good pass. Again, still not able to land those receives yet. Do It, trying to look for a pass over to Blister. Gur does manage to get a good intercept though. Overturns possession over to Blister again. Still contesting on boards. No, looks like he might come up with it again. No, overturns over to Do It. Rogan comes in trying to provide a pinch there, but it ends up in points for a Game of Throws. Do It, lovely setup. The moment that he saw Rogan come in there, just decides to pass upfield and get that finishing play, leveling the score once more. 3 minutes 40 left in this period. Gex goes for the clear, ends it with Tej. Center of the field, trying to get that pass further up, not able to though. Lovely setup for Blister, but good defuse on that play. Do It, bring this one up. Pass over to Tej. Tej almost gets a point off of a Blister head bounce. Gur passing over to Gex. Gex steps Do It. Tries to take the shot again, but Do It finds the line. Right now, Gur trying to get the one around, but Blister ends up with the puck. Blister over to Do It. Do It, trying to look for another shot here. Good defense there by Rogan. Keeps the one out of goals. Rogan overturns possession over to Do It. Do It looking for the line himself. Not able to find it though. Gur and Gex both competing with each other for the puck. Overturns over to Do It. Rogan comes up with the puck opportunity. Shot goes a little bit too wide. Blister going over to Do It at the moment. Do It back down to Blister. Game of Throws trying to maintain some more possession currently. Blister looking for a pass over to Tej. Gur, good intercept. Rogan standing in the way. Almost doing it again. Gur goes down for a clear over to Gex. Gex dangerously close to an own goal there, but it's fine. Gur comes up with the puck. Pass over to Gex. Good head bounce there by Blister. Redirects it over to Do It. Do It trying to run that one down the field himself. Looks like that he won't be able to get it off though. Ends up with Blister back down behind goals. Lovely setup for Do It, but Do It not able to make the receive on it. Do It trying to keep Gex off the puck at the moment. Looking for a way around. Not able to though. Gur trying to get a clear on that one, but not able to. Again, Do It. Pass over to Blister, a bit too high. Blister trying to set that one up for Do It again, but Gex still getting some of those clears off. Tej overturns possession over to Rogan here. Rogan might have an opportunity to set it up for Gex, but he's not able to get the pass, so Blister ends up with the puck. Blister looking for a pass over to Do It. Does manage to get it. Do It, almost a lovely shot there, but just a little bit too wide, likely off of a head bounce. Rogan passing over to Gex, a little bit wide. Gex might have to go back here, trying to, but won't be able to. Will overturn. We'll get the possession back again, sorry. Do It gets a good touch. Gur loses possession of that one there. Do It and Rogan on the backboards. Blister trying to look for Do It again, but just too many players in the play at the moment. Do It looking for Tej, perhaps. No. Good bump by Rogan. Ends it with Burgur boys perhaps getting possession. Yes, it does. Tej is forced to clear off the pressure there. Gur passing over to Gex. Good intercept there by Do It, but equally good defense there from Gur. Do It putting on a lot of that just forward pressure on that play there. Pass around to Blister. Does get around Gex, so Gex comes up with possession anyway. Gex trying to take that shot. A little bit too wide. Tej looking for Do It. Does manage to find him. Do It again with the puck. But Gex comes up with it and goes for the clear. Tej looking to maintain some more possession for them. Burgur looking for a pass over to Gex, perhaps. Yes. Not able to land it, though. A bit too high. 30 seconds left. This might go into OT in the first game. 26 seconds left. Puck ends up back down behind goals with Blister. Blister almost getting a wrap off. Not able to, though. Gur with the puck. 15 seconds left. Trying to just get this one away from his own goal line. Up to the other end of the field. Gets the clear off. Do It with an opportunity to pass this one over to Blister. Ends it with Gex. Gex looking to pull something off here. And does it! 6 seconds left on the clock. Burgur boys take the lead. Lovely, lovely stuff from Gex. Currently bringing Burgur boys on top. 5 seconds left. Do It has to make a miracle happen here or else they will lose. 1 second and they have lost the first point in the series. Burgur boys 5, Game of Throws 4. Lovely, lovely, lovely plays from both teams here, but Gex in particular. Gotta love that man. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those stats. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those statistics and give Burgur boys the first point of the night. Alright, I'm probably going to need to flip these scores here. Yes, I will. Goal score success rate 50% going towards Burgur boys. Face-offs 8 going towards Burgur boys compared to 2. Passes relatively equal, 47 going to Game of Throws and 43 for Burgur boys. Equal amount of shots, 10 all. 5 saves to 6, a little bit more pressure there from Game of Throws. And 14 to 11 takeaways, so Burgur boys able to get that puck back multiple times. Meanwhile, taking a look back at that possession statistic again, 55% to 45%. So Burgur boys are managing to come out only just on top. Either way, lovely stuff from the Burgur boys winning the first match. One more game and they will proceed into the next one. The next finals game, which will be the grand final. Which is another best of 3 it's marked down as on the Open Finals stats sheet. Not sure if that's correct or if Open League is just a little bit shorter than Pro League. Regardless, good stuff from both teams right now. Alright, just while we wait for that next lobby to come up, we'll just go ahead and get into here. 5 players in another one. Same password? Yes, it is. Good stuff. Looks like that they've swapped ends of the field. Burgur boys in Game of Throws, so I'll go ahead and set that up once more. Alright. There we go. So, just once more, again, some lovely, lovely stuff from Burgur boys. Gex really, really pulling through with a lot of those plays, to be honest. Coming through with all of those finishing touches that he's just been able to get. He's really just retaining that lead for Burgur boys and coming through in clutch when they need him. Meanwhile, in terms of rotations, Rogan seems to be doing a lot of the defensive work in goals currently, whilst Burgur is going through with a lot of those assists. So a lot of high-quality team play here from Burgur boys. Meanwhile, for Game of Throws, they've got a fair few rotations with a lot of their players just moving around the field relatively equally. A lot of opportunities for both sides either way. You gotta love this. This match is insanely tight. Moving into the second game, haven't started quite yet, but they have their teams in the lobby. Same teams once more, Blister, Tej and Dut going up against Burgur, Gex and Rogan. Blister looking to start the game up pretty soon. 1 more second for Gex. That's A-okay, buddy. Again, I'm still going to lean towards Burgur boys at the moment. They're really just coming through with a lot of those link plays, and they're making very good use of Gex right now. Moving into the first period. Let's see how this one goes. Game of Throws versus Burgur boys. Dut and Rogan on the face-off right now. Ends up with Rogan getting that one over to Gex. Gex looking for a pass, and it's overturning to Blister. Blister might be getting some early points here. Good line there from Rogan, stopping that puck from going in. Gur trying to get a pass around boards over to Gex, but it goes a little bit too far and ends up with Tej. Tej goes for a similar play, ends up with Dut after a good pass from Blister. Blister opportunity here, finds the line. Lovely angle there from Blister. Blister just manages to gently get around Gur, and Rogan oversteps that line just a little bit there, allowing that play to happen. Tej and Gex on the face-off. Gex sends that one all the way down to the other end of the field, where Dut will bring it up. Dut going over to Blister, good intercept by Gur. Gur taking a shot, bit too wide. Tej looking for a pass over to Blister once more, a little bit too wide. Blister going back to Dut right now. Dut trying to get around Rogan, but again, Rogan just putting on that a bit of a rushing defense. Something that Burgur boys haven't really been making use of. Gex trying to get that one over to Gur, not able to though. Blister blocks it. Goes back around boards, as it with Dut and Rogan contesting. Rogan trying to keep it simple and just go down the short side of Dut, but Dut steps, but overturns to Gur. Gur, opportunity to take a shot here, goes back down behind goals. Rogan looking to set this one up for the rest of his team. Not able to get it through though. Maybe he might be able to crash the net there. Not able to. Gur going back down to Gex. Gex looking for a line over to Gur right now. Gur trying to send that one up for Rogan. Not able to make the receive though. Blister comes up with the puck. Good defense by Rogan once more. Another big save for the man. Gur looking for a pass over to Gex. Does manage to get over to Gex, but Tej will get a touch to it first. Goes for a clear. Rogan, opportunity to bring this one around. Perhaps going for Gex here. Blister does just keep it simple, standing in a line, and overturns over to Dut. Gex comes up with a puck. Good takeaway. Ends up with Tej again behind Game of Throws' goals. Looking to bring this one up and around. Pass over to Blister, not able to make it though. Blister just comes in on that one. A bit of a miscommunication. Ends up in some 3 points for Blister. Rogan just misses that receive there and not able to block that line. Unfortunate. Puck goes up to the other end of the field where Dut will pass over to Blister. Goes a little bit too wide though. Gur ends up with the puck. Gur looking for a way to pass this one up and around. Goes for the shot himself. Very narrow angle. Still on point on goals though. Tej goes over to Blister. Overturns over to Gur. Gur, lovely setup for Gex, but Gex not able to make that one. Dut bringing this one up. Going for the shot himself. Good defense by Rogan standing in that line, just marking it. Rogan looking for a pass over to Gur. Goes for the shot instead, it seems. Not able to land it, though. Dut overturns, not able to make that receive. And just a lot of passing right now going on through boards. Dut gets the puck, goes back to Tej. Tej looking to bring this one up to the other end of the field. No. Manages to get the pass off still. Rogan gets the puck. Rogan not able to find that line. Sits up for Blister, who goes back around boards over to Dut. Good pass there. Manages to relieve some of that pressure for Game of Throws. Blister not able to make that receive. Dut, perhaps on boards here, comes in, making the play just that little bit more confusing for Game of Throws. Over to Dut. Dut goes back down behind goals, competing for this one again. 2 players out in defense for Game of Throws. Rogan moving this one up. Goes way too wide. Unfortunate. Not able to make that one. Good pass from Gur over to Rogan, but again, Rogan not able to get that finishing touch. Blister goes way wide on that one. And Gex going to the other side of the field. Burgur, lovely step around Dort right now. Keep stepping, keep stepping. Dort does come away with possession eventually, though. Both Gur and Gex come in on this one. Shot from Gur goes just a little bit too wide. Tej going around to Blister. Gur, again, trying to come up with that one. Doesn't look like he'll be able to, though. Dort going over to Blister on the other side of the field. Shot, not able to find its mark. Rogan trying to go through Dort. Not able to. Dort trying to bring that one around. Yes, he'll go for a pass here. No, might set that one up for a wrap. Cleared by Burgur boys. Tej bringing this one up right now. Looking for a solid line over to Dort. Goes a little bit too wide. Still, Dort will come up with possession. Looking for Blister. Manages to get it to him. Trying to step around Gur. Pass back down to Dort. Not able to land it though. Gex taking the shot. A little bit too wide. Ends up with Tej. Gur putting on some more pressure. Trying to look for a takeaway here. Might be able to get a setup. Not able to though. Tej still with the puck. Still contested by Gur. Sets it up lovely in front of goals. But no one was there to take it. Blister opportunity. Not able to make that one though. Dort. No one in defense other than Rogan. Rogan, lovely save there. Gex trying to get that one over to Gur. Dort will get to it first though and get it back down to Tej. Gur trying to just harass Tej right now. But Tej unfazed. Tej going over. Makes the shot himself. I was fully convinced that that was a pass over to Blister for a solid second there. But no. He found the line off of, I believe, a head bounce off of Gex. Lovely play there from Game of Throws. 3 points to 0. 10 seconds left in this first period. Let's see here. Burgur looking for a pass over to Gex. Misses, ends up with Tej, and that is the end of the first period. Game of Throws really coming out with a very big performance right now. A lot of those just misplays that they were getting off in that first match, they have patched. Whatever they've done between these two matches, whoever's turned their monitors on, they are playing games right now. A lot of those passing plays that they were looking for are now landing more frequently. They're getting more opportunities and they're maintaining a bit more possession than they were previously. Going into the second period for the second game, we'll see Dut and Rogan on the face-off. Rogan comes away with possession at the moment, trying to look for a way around Dut. Ends up with Blister bringing this one down and around. Pass gently set up for Dut. Dut back over to Blister again. Burgur comes up with possession. Looking for the line, a little bit too wide. Tej with the puck at the moment. Looks for a pass over to Blister. Ends up with Gur. Getting that over to Gex. Gets dangerously close to goals and Rogan comes up with it. Rogan pass over to Gur or Gex. Went in between the two of them. And Blister comes up with some free possession. Gur just making sure that he's not able to run that line to crash the goals there. Gur looking for a pass over to Rogan. Rogan ends up with the Rogan looking for a pass back down to Gur. Lovely setup, but intercept by Dut. Dut, opportunity, goes a little bit too wide there. Dut trying to bring this one back up and around for Blister. Not able to though. Gur gets to clear. Blister right now with the puck opportunity. Set up for Dut. Lovely stuff, but Dut not able to make this shot anyway. Blister right now with the puck. Looking for a way to get around Gex here. Gex ends up going for the clear. Dut right now with an opportunity to set up another one. Not able to, though. Ends up overturning over to Gex. Gex trying to look for a pass over to Gur. Does get into the center of the field. Gur has to dash back in on that one, though. Steps Blister. Trying to look for another step around. Dort does manage to get the pass off to Gex. And Gex with a lovely finish. What a play. What a lovely play. Gur with a brilliant setup to Gur through both Blister and Dort. And Gex finding that incredible angle on that one there. Lovely stuff from the Burgur boys. They are not out of this series yet. Dut going over to Gex. Gex looking for a line over to Gur. Not able to. My apologies. I said series. I meant game. Gur overturns possession over to Blister. Blister putting on some pressure right now. Looking for a pass. Maybe back to Dut. Sets it up lovely for him. Dut managing to get that shot. And Game of Throws answer back quick. With yet another great passing play. Both teams at the moment really flaunting their stuff when it comes to their teamwork right now. Dut passing back to Blister. Blister with a puck. Pass over to Dut, gentle on boards. Ends up with Burgur gaining some possession. 3 minutes left in the period. Dut going back down behind boards. Gex comes up with this one. Goes for the shot from a very, very far away point. Not able to get any points over that one though. Blister over to Dut. Dut own goals that one on Tej. Unfortunate stuff there from Blister and Dut. Game of throws, indeed, giving Burgur boys a chance to come back into this one. A goal is a goal, and let me tell you, that was a team play from Game of Throws. Gex looking for a line here, not able to find it though. Dut trying to get a clear down to Blister, still not able to find it though. Burgur looking for a line, good pass over to Rogan. Rogan with the potential to set that one up for Gex, not able to go around Board, so ends up with Blister bringing this one up from behind Game of Throws' goals. Board's pass over to Dut, lovely stuff, but Dut not able to get the finish on that one. Gex trying to get that one over to Rogan at the moment. Rogan looking for a pass, perhaps on Boards, does manage to squeeze it too. Gur opportunity to set Tej here, but all members of defense are back where they need to be for Game of Throws. Gur still managing to step some, almost getting some dangles off, trying to set this one up. Not able to though. Dut right now with the puck. Opportunity to pass up to Blister, ends up with Gur. Gur going back to Rogan. Rogan overturns to Dut, not able to land any receives on that one though. Gur opportunity here, not able to find the line, but it still goes back down behind goals. Huge stuff coming from Burgur boys at the moment. 2 minutes left in the period. Still entirely possible. Only 2 periods, 1 period left in this game, sorry. And 2 points left in the match. Gur right now getting some very big harassing plays off. Gex moving this one up. Pass over to Gur. Gur trying to set this one up. Maybe going himself and just not able to get that line off. Rogan trying to set that one back over to Gur. Again, still not able to. Gur goes for the clear. Looking for a set up here to Rogan. Not able to get the possession. Almost crashes the net with that one there. A lot of confusing stuff. Almost another brilliant team play. Gex pass up to Gur. Still not able to land though. Game of Throws just barely getting away with some of these plays. Gex looking for a lovely shot. Still finding goals. Aim hasn't degraded at all. And a lot of saves going Tej's way at the moment. Gex with the puck. Batted off by Blister. Blister with possession, looking for a pass around to Dut. Dut trying to set that one over to Tej. Tej just doesn't dive in on that one, but still sets it up for Dut somehow. Dut trying to keep that one into the center of the field for someone to dive in on, and no one does. Gur trying to get a shot off there. Still no lines for that. Blister overturns possession. Gur nearly a sneaky point there. Dut with the puck currently, bringing this one up and around. Pass over to Blister. Blister opportunity to set this one up for Tej. Goes for the shot himself and defended well by Gex. A lot of this defensive stuff coming from Burgur boys and just the defensive orientation that their players have been taking throughout this entire like 3-game series here. It's really impressive. It's really coming through for them. Still not able to save every one though. Game of Throws gets a very good team play off. Just a gentle pass around Boards. And a brilliant shot there from Dut. Not quite so much from Blister on that one. 3 points left. Still another period left to go in this game. Burgur boys can still win this one in this next period. Is it possible that we'll be able to see this match go into a 3-game series? Hopefully we do, because both of these teams are really pulling through at the moment. Alright, I'm just going to take a quick drink of water. So, if I'm not casting for a few seconds, that is why. Tej and Rogan on the face-off. Tej comes up with the puck. Quick shot, not able to get it off though. Not able to find that line. Rogan right now with the puck contested by Tej. Tej almost manages to get some possession, but a good pass over to Burgur. Goes over to Blister, where it'll end up on the other side of the field with Gex. Gex going over behind goals through to Gur. Gur looking for a pass here perhaps? Yes, goes to Gex. But Blister dives in on that one. Will he come up with it? No, he'll actually go back down behind goals over to Gur. Gur looking for a line here. Goes for the shot himself. A little bit too wide, though. Right now, Gex and Dut contesting. Set up lovely for Burgur boys, but no one was there to capitalize. Puck ends up with Tej behind Game of Thrones' goals. Tej stepping Rogan. Rogan opportunity. A little bit too wide. Ends up going over to Dut. Dut cleared down to Gur. Gur over to Gex. Gex looking for a step around Dut. Not able to get it off, though. Ends up getting the puck cleared back down to Rogan for some more possession towards Burgur boys. Right now, Tej with the puck trying his best to set that one up, but not able to. Ends up with Dut. Dut going around back down behind goals over to Tej. Tej going back to Dut again. Not expected there from Dut. So not able to land that. Dut right now looking for a way to get around Gur, but overturns possession. Rogan steps out of the way of that one. Sets it up for Dut. Unfortunate there. Oh, poor Rogan. Not able to get the catch on that one. Not able to receive it. And instead ends up setting a goal for Game of Throws. Gur looking to change the flow of this game at the moment. Just trying to maintain some more possession, but not able to. Gex manages to get the clear over to Gur. Gur with an opportunity to set this one up. Maybe take the shot himself. Sets it over to Gex. Gex, good step. Getting around Dut. And takes the shot. Lovely, lovely angles there. Intense movement coming from Gex. Getting around Dut and Tej. Good stuff there. A lovely pass from Gur as well. Just able to get around that extra member of defense. Gur sets it up for Gex again. Gex just a little bit off of that mark there. Blister going for a clear. Rogan going for another clear. And ends up with Dut. Dut over to Tej. Intercept by Gur. Gur looking for a setup over to Gex here. It goes a little bit too short. Gex try and look for another way to set this one up. But Tej will get this one over to Blister. Good intercept by Gur. Gur going back down behind goals. Gex will get to this one first. No, Dut will. Dut moving that one up the field and takes the shot. Getting another point for Game of Throws. Still 5 points in this game, 7-3. Game of Throws have turned on since their last match. Almost points there, but Tej, calm and collected, able to keep that one out of goals. Blister over to Dut. Dut looking to get this one around Gur. Gur will come up with possession. They're going back down behind goals. Gex starting to move up for a pass here. Good intercept there by Blister. Blister opportunity to set this one up to Dut perhaps. Gex coming in, rushing defense, ends up going for a clear. Tej with the puck. Coming up and around, almost overturns possession over to Gex there. Could have been lethal for Game of Throws there for just a second. Puck ends up with Rogan behind Burgur Boys' goals. Sets up lovely for Blister. Unfortunate stuff there from Rogan. Blister almost gets that shot in, but Gur just barely able to get that save. Can he get another one? Yes, he can. A good bump on Dut there. Ends up with the puck going back towards Burgur Boys. Trying to take the shot himself a little bit too wide. Ends up with Tej. Tej over to Blister. Blister setting this one up for Dut perhaps. Yes, lovely pass. But Burgur, good defuse there on that one. Burgur trying to get Blister off of the puck and get it back down to Rogan. Rogan almost overturning. Just gets Dut off of the puck though. Can he defend this one? Yes, he can. Goes back down behind goals for Rogan once more. Rogan around to Gex. No one in defense, but Gex not with the angle of the stick that he wants there. And Blister takes one of those just clear and concise shots. Good stuff from Blister, just able to spot that line. Incredibly narrow as well now that I'm looking at that. Went straight through the defense of Rogan and Gex. Rogan and Blister on the face-off. Ends up with Rogan with possession. Rogan trying to get around Dut. Sets up for Gex. Gex back down to Gur. Gur moving this one up himself. Pass over to Gex. Lovely stuff. Gex overstepping that a little bit. Still opportunities here. Overturns possession over to Dut. Dut clears and it ends up with Gur. A minute left in this period. I would say that this match point has gone to Game of Throws. Unless Gex can say something about that right now. Opportunities flowing. And it's an own goal. Unfortunate stuff. Gex just taps that one and it just goes a little bit too far for him. Unfortunate. Yes, indeed it is an elimination final. This is a semi. A best of 3. Gex trying his best to make up for the play that just happened, but it looks like with 40 seconds left to go and such a big score deficit, Burgur Boys would have lost this period. Not this period, sorry, this game. Meaning that we go into a third and final match, where the winner will move through to the Open Grand Final. Blister, good shot there. Just further extending that lead going into the next match. 20 seconds left on the clock. Victory guaranteed for Game of Throws right now. Burgur with the puck. Trying to bring that one up and around past Dut. Not able to though. Dut, good defuse. Gets the takeaway. Pass back down to Blister. Blister back to Dut. Dort opportunity here. Takes the shot. Good defense by Gur. Gur going around to Gex. Ends up with Dort. Dort trying to look for another pass here, but it does not matter. With the amount of points they've accrued in that third period there, Game of Thrones wins that one by a relative landslide. Good stuff from both teams at the moment, although Game of Thrones clearly coming out on top in that match. Gonna take another drink of water really quick while we go ahead and let those statistics calculate. Alright, take a look at some of these statistics right now. Goal score success rate, 59% to 25%. Burgur boys lacking quite a lot in that finishing capability there. Meanwhile, Game of Thrones making the best of everything that goes their way. 11 face-offs to 4. So Game of Thrones actually come out on top in terms of immediate possession. And passes exactly equal, 42 both ways. Shots not quite equal though, 17 to 12. Few own goals probably extending that lead in terms of goals. So either way, moving back onto passes, 9 to 7. Sorry, saves, not passes. Saves 9 to 7. Good stuff from Game of Thrones, just able to get a little bit more defense in there, and Burgur boys just not able to make those impactful saves that they were able to before. In terms of takeaways, 16 to 18, so Burgur boys actually took more possession than Game of Thrones, but still not able to come out on top with it. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the third and final match. Now let's go ahead and see if the lobby is already open. I hope it is. Doesn't look like it. Not quite, no. We'll just go ahead and discuss what I'm personally expecting based off of these statistics. Burgur boys, they definitely have an opportunity to win at the moment. But Game of Thrones has pulled through in that last matchup there that we just saw. Now, I think it's possible that Game of Thrones might have just been warming up, considering that Burgur boys did have a game before this one, like immediately before, where they were able to play at their best and get warm. So it's entirely possible that Game of Thrones could turn on and come through in this last match. Regardless, that is something that we will need to wait and see. Right now, still no lobby set up, I believe. I'll go ahead and check to see if this is the lobby. I doubt it is, though. Either way, okay, yeah, no, they're still in the old lobby. I'll wait till everyone leaves to switch over to lobbies. Either way, Burgur boys, I'm just looking at how they're playing and how they're passing around. And Burgur is making very, very good news. Very, very good use, not news. Very good use of everybody that he has been given. Rogan staying back in defense, trying to make the absolute best out of goals. Meanwhile, you've got Gex with some nutty shots. Like, nutty shots. Incredible stuff coming out of Gex for tonight. And then you've obviously got Gur, who's just passing, assisting, doing everything that he can within his power. Crazy stuff there. Gex and Gur keep rejoining the same lobby. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but either way, Blister has the lobby up now. Meanwhile, taking a look out of Game of Thrones, they have a lot of movement at the moment around the puck and just managing to get that puck exactly where it needs to go every single time, especially in that last game there. They had a few whiffs here and there, but regardless, they still put forward their best for every single time they get a touch to it. A lot of movement coming around from them and just very, very impressive stuff overall. Otherwise, in terms of Game of Thrones are putting forward a lot, and I mean like a lot of progress in terms of field position as well as possession. They're trying to pass back as much as they can, much like Burgur boys, but it's just working out for them. Burgur boys not able to get those finishing touches, despite being a relatively similar team composition, admittedly more defense-focused, with Gur and Gex, as well as Rogan, all being very good in goals. But unfortunately, just some of those finishing touches for Burgur Boys are really just making the difference between these two teams at the moment. Alright, looks like that all players are here and ready to go, perhaps. Rogan's still making up his mind on which team he wants to be on tonight. But we'll see, we'll see. Alright, I'm just going to take another drink while we wait for them to sort some things out. So I will... Oh, that's a screenshot button. I will be right back in just a second when they begin. Alright, moving into the first period of the final game. Same teams, Dut and Gur on the face-off. The field position goes in favour of Burgur Boys at the moment, with Gex getting the puck behind his own goals. Gex goes for a clear, ends up with Tej on the other side of the field. Tej trying to look for a solid pass here, doesn't look like he'll be able to find it though. Does get it over to Dut, Dut looking over to Blister. Intercepted there by Gex, going over to Gur. Gur overturns possession over to Dut. Dut looking for another pass over to Blister. Does manage to get it off. And a lovely finish by Blister. Amazing stuff there. Dut trusting in his man, and Blister backing himself with a quick touch to just get around the defense. Good stuff from Blister. Gex looking for the shot himself. Rogan almost able to get a finish on that one. Sets up lovely for Rogan at the moment. Blister almost own goals that, but luckily for Game of Throws, doesn't go in. Puck ends up with Gur on the other end of the field, trying to look for a pass to Gex. Not able to find it though, ends up going a bit too wide. Tej's pass intercepted by Gex there. Looking for the shot, goes very wide. And Tej ends up with the puck. Tej going down to Dut. Dut going around behind boards over to Blister. Blister might be looking to go back here. Ends up with Gur. Gur trying to get the pass over to Dut maybe. Dut trying to set that one up for someone, but no one was there. Gur moving this one up to the other side of the field. Trying to get around Dut here, but Dut putting on some great pressure. Gex with the puck. Passing opportunities, waiting for Blister to overcommit. Does manage to get him to do so. Ends up passing over to Gur and missing, going to Dut. Dut trying to get it around Gur, but Gur harassing and marking those passing lines, keeping that puck from going cleanly to its destination. Gex overturning possession over to Blister. Looking for a way around behind boards. Does manage to get around Blister and trying to get that puck on the backside of his stick to try and carry it up. Won't be able to though. Dut over to Blister. Blister back to Dut. Dut trying to get that one around, but not able to. Gur. Good bumps there. And Gex getting on back to Rogan. Rogan looking for a pass here. Not able to find it. Blister keeping this one moving up the field. Good field position right now. And it goes back down behind goals where Gur will get some easy possession. Gur looking for a passing opportunity here. Does manage to get Blister to overcommit. Gex opportunity to score. Not able to. Good defense there by Game of Throws. Prevent that play from happening. Rogan right now with an opportunity to shoot this one in. Goes a bit too wide. Good clear there from Dut. Gur trying to get that one out with that mess there. Ends it with Rogan. Rogan looking for a setup for Gur. Not really able to get that one to where it needs to go. Dut with the puck. Moving that one down to the other side of the field. Gex trying to look for a way around Blister right now. Not able to. Dut ends up with the puck. Trying to look for a way around these three Burgur Boys. Not able to make it happen though. Again with Dut. Dut setting that one up for Blister. No lines for him there. A little bit too shallow. Trying to set that one up for Dut again, but it's just not landing. Blister trying to look for a way around. Rogan goes for a clear. Ends up with Gex. Gex opportunity to move this one up to the other end of the field and goes for the clear. Overturning some more possession. Blister ends up with the puck down behind Burgur Boys' goals and just goes for the wrap and forces it in. Brute force there from Blister. Gets it through the defense of not only Gex, but Rogan as well. Dut and Rogan on the face at the moment ends up with possession going over to Gur currently. Gur trying to look for a pass over to Rogan, not able to though. Gex, opportunity, no, misses, and Dut takes the shot, hits posts. Burgur Boys being given an opportunity here to make something of the next play, but they go for another clear. Ends up with Tej having the puck at the moment. Tej trying to look for a way around boards over to Blister. Pass goes back down behind goals for Gex again. Right now, Burgur Boys are just really overturning a lot of possession through a lot of their clears at the moment. Dut, opportunity to set that one up for Blister. Goes straight to Gex, and Gex again with the clear. Burgur Boys need to try and maintain some more possession, otherwise Game of Throws are just going to dominate in terms of passing plays. Gur getting that one over to Gex. Gex, unfortunately, not able to get that receive off, but a good bump keeps Dut from making the same receive. Right now, Rogan trying to get around Dut. Goes back down to Gur. Gur looking for a pass over to Gex, perhaps. Not able to. Ends up with the puck going back down behind goals to Gur. Gur looking for a pass over to Rogan, perhaps. Marked hard there. Manages to step around Dut, going over to Gex. Gex trying to get that one away from Blister on boards. But Blister just keeps up that pressure. Dut trying to get one back down to Blister. Where Blister will get an opportunity to pass here. Gex comes up, harass, pass over to Gur. Gur, opportunity, goes a little bit too wide there, ends up with Rogan. Rogan passing that one over to Gex. Dut manages to get the intercept. 20 seconds left in this period. 2 points to 0. Right now, Gex overturns possession over to Blister. Blister, very, very wide shot there. Not sure if that was a pass over to Dut, but regardless, ends up with Dut and Gur contesting. Gur comes over with the puck, trying to get around Blister. 10 seconds left. Gur takes the shot, almost goes in, but good defense there from Tej. Keeps the Game of Throws 2 points in the lead. And Tej just decides to grind that one out on the boards. Good stuff from Game of Throws. Burgur Boys just needs to clean up their offense a little bit more, and they'll have a better opportunity of being able to make some more plays. Unfortunately, Burgur Boys just keep overturning some of that possession when they get some opportunities. They just keep going for those clears, and it's just not working out for them because Game of Throws are just taking that opportunity and running down to the other end of the field with it. Right now, Rogan, opportunity to pass back to Burgur right now. Burgur looking for a pass back up to Rogan, ends up with Gex coming in on it though. Burgur competing with Blister. Blister passes that one back down to Dut. Dut going back around the same way. Blister, opportunity to set this one up for Dut again. Doesn't look like he'll be able to. Blister trying to get that one around Gur. Not able to though, again. Gex harassing Blister. Lovely setup, and Gur bumps it in. Oh no. Blister trying to set that one up for, I'm imagining Dut there. But Gur, unfortunately, just bumps it in. Unlucky there for Burgur Boys. Right now, puck ends up with Dut. Dut looking for a pass over to Blister. Perhaps. No, he looks like he's going to want to run this one himself. Harassed here by Gex. Does manage to get him the overcommit. Pass over to Blister. Ends up with Burgur. Burgur trying to get around Dut at the moment. Dut, good bump. Keeps Gur off the puck. Dut going around behind goals. Waiting for Gur to get just that little bit too close. Pulling off the valve straight. Overturning possession over to Rogan. Might get punished for it here. Pass back down to Gex. Gex, pass over to Rogan. Beautiful save there of a beautiful team play. Game of Throws outclassing Burgur Boys in the defense at the moment. Dut ends up with the puck. Looking for a way to get down to the other end of the field, but ends up with Gex going to Rogan. Not able to get it to where it needs to go, though. Blister, lovely pass over to Dut. Dut not able to get the finish on that one. Ends up going back to center field where Gur will get some possession. Blister, good takeaway there. Pass back to Dut. Dut going back down the same way. Gex with the puck this time. Blister, good takeaway. Gex setting that one up for Dut. Trying to get that one further downfield, but it ends up with Gur, who has to go for a clear there. No obvious lines or plays. Rogan does manage to take the shot there, but a little bit too wide on that one. A bit of a pachinko through some of the players for Game of Throws. Ends up with Tej off of a save. Trying to pass that one down, but it goes straight into Gur, who just barely misses that shot. Unfortunate. A lot of close calls here for Burgur Boys. And some very, very unfortunate moments here from them. But either way, there's still 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of opportunities given that there is another period to go before the winner is decided. As a quick reminder, winner for this one goes into the grand final for Open League. Get excited for that one, ladies and gents. Hopefully I'll be able to get ended on the cast or something. Blister bringing this one around, trying to pass that one up to his teammates, maybe taking a shot. Not able to, though. Ends up with Gex. Gex looking for a pass, goes down to Rogan. Rogan, opportunity, takes the shot, getting Burgur Boys the first point of the period. Lovely, lovely stuff there from Rogan. Backing himself, keeping it simple, and landing it top bins on the other side of net. Not quite top bins, but it's close enough. I'm calling it that. Puck ends up with Dut. Dut looking for a pass here. Good intercept there by Rogan. Prevents the play from happening. Blister gets off boards in the meantime. Ends up going down to Gex behind Burgur Boys' goal. Gex looking for a pass. Goes over to Rogan. Rogan, opportunity to set up for Gur here. Dut comes in and harasses Rogan instead. Gur comes in and decides to harass Dut. Dut looking for a pass over to Tej. Almost intercepted by Rogan. Sits up for Rogan. Nice. Almost able to get some possession of that one. Pass back down to Gex. Gex looking for a line here. Finds it! Good stuff from Gex! Almost level with Game of Throws. Minute 40 to go. Gex comes in, finds that line that he needs to land. 1 point in this match at the moment. Puck ends up with Blister off of the face-off. Blister trying to get a back pass here. Goes back around behind goals. Burgur might actually get to this one. Yes, he will. Pass over to Rogan. Rogan trying to run this one himself. Goes back down behind goals. Burgur not able to contest this one. Tej ends up with the puck. Goes around over to Blister. Blister looking to own goal, perhaps. Tej saves, though. Lucky for Game of Throws that Tej is in goals. Gex goes around behind boards over to Rogan. Rogan trying to come up with this one. Dut moving this one up and around. Good shot. Gex, solid defense as well. Right now, over to Gur. Gur goes back down behind goals. Over to Rogan, where Blister also just so happens to be. Gur with the puck, trying to step Dut. Dut manages to back up in just the right way, preventing that step from making a difference. Pass over to Blister. Blister looking for a setup here. Lovely for Dut, but also lovely defense, and just Blister comes in and finishes. Oh, lovely stuff, bro. Lovely stuff. Right now, Blister and Rogan on the face-off. Gex comes over the puck, trying to take that quick shot again off of the face-off, but not able to land at that time. 3 members in defense at the moment. Gex trying to look for a way to draw them out, perhaps trying to get it down to Burgur, but overturns to Dut. Dut trying to go back over to Tej. Gex with another shot. A little bit too wide, though. Tej gets someone over to Dut, but Rogan might come up with it here. No, Dut does manage to go for the clear. Right now, Go with the puck. Pass over to Gex. Still not able to land that one. Gex trying to go for the very, very narrow angle there. A bit risky, but ends up with Gur. Gur over to Rogan. Head bounce. Goes the wrong way. And Rogan does get that one off. Gex touching it in! Only just 5 seconds left on the clock. And Gex brings the 3rd point. Lovely, lovely stuff. A good team play there. Admittedly, probably not how it was meant to come out. Do it. The buzzer beater off of the face-off. Game of Throws decide to end the period with a message. They will not let Burgur Boys get away with it. Very, very good stuff there from both teams. Burgur Boys just managing to stay in the contest at the moment, going into this 3rd period. They're 2 points down, admittedly, but they can definitely make a comeback here. Just as a reminder, this final period coming up in just a second will decide the winner of this one. Loser gets eliminated and winner goes on to the grand final. They decide to redo the face-off there. Ends up going pretty much the same way. Dut and Gex competing right now. Dut almost managing to land a narrow angle on that one there, but not quite able to get that line off. Dut managing to center that one up for himself, but still not able to find that last little line there. Some panic defense from Burgur Boys, just keeping that one in front. Tej, oh my word, Tej almost manages to own goal that one. Somehow doesn't. Right now, Tej does manage to get the clear away, relieving some of that pressure. Blister goes back down behind the goals of Burgur Boys. Burgur comes up with it though. Gur trying to look for a solid pass here. Gets it past Blister. Rogan ends up with it. Rogan goes for a clear. Ends it with Tej. Tej goes up to Blister. Blister opportunity to set up for Dut here. Lovely setup, but Dut was not ready for it at all. Tej comes in on this puck. Goes for a bit of a clear. Ends up with Rogan. Rogan looking for a way around Blister right now. Does manage to do so. Gets it back down to Gex though. Gex looking for a pass over to Gur, perhaps. Comes out a little bit, not great, but still ends up with Gur. Gur moving this one up and around. Both teammates in offense at the moment. Goes for the shot. A little bit too narrow there and a little bit too far away. Tej able to read it very easily. Dort opportunity setting up for Blister. Ends up with Gur. Lovely pass over to Gex. And ends up getting cleared a little bit there. Tej right now with the puck. Rogan coming in. Bit rushing defense. Gur gets the puck. Pass over to Rogan, sorry. And not able to land the final touch on that one. Gur probably was aiming for the shot on that one, but ended up hitting Rogan right in the head. Gur right now competing for this one on boards with Dort. Blister comes in. Can he get the shot off? No, he can get the pass though. A little bit too wide. Dort trying to make a play with that one there, but Gur managing to keep possession in favor of Burgur boys currently. Gex looking for a line to pass up to Rogan here, maybe buying Gur some time to get in position. Takes the shot himself. Good defense there from Tej. Just managing to get the save in on that one. Gur looking to set that one up for Gex. Gex again. Opportunity. Pass over to Gur, but not quite able to get the touch in. Nearly there with it. Dort passing over to Tej. Tej trying to get a pass back over to Blister. Gex not able to maintain possession here. Goes back down behind his own goals. Looking for a pass over to Gur. Does manage to get it off. Gur almost getting a lovely touch in. But that defense there from Tej is really coming in clutch for Game of Throws at the moment. Blister with the puck. Currently looking for a way to get around the rest of Burgur boys. 2 minutes left to go. Burgur boys still 2 points down. Looking desperately for a way to get these last 2 points here. Tej getting it to Gur, where Gur might actually come up with possession. No. Good boards pass from Tej, getting it over to Dort. Dort going back down to Tej. Setting this one up for Blister, who goes for a clear. A lot of pressure coming on from Burgur boys currently. And a very tight match at the moment. Currently favoring Game of Throws by 2 points. A minute 40 left to go. Winner of this moves into the grand final. Rogan trying to bring this one up and around. Not quite able to. We'll still keep it moving in the right direction though. But overturns to Blister. Blister opportunity takes the shot. Goes a little bit too wide. Ends up with Gex coming back for this one. Gex going back down behind boards. Good takeaway there from Blister. Blister looking for Dort. Burgur not able to make the intercept. Dort ends up with the puck. Maybe going around to Tej just to keep it safe. Yes, he will. Tej misses the receive. Ends up with Gex. Gex trying to bring this one up and around for a pass over to Gur perhaps. Might get it off. No. Ends up with Tej. Tej ends up with the clear over to Rogan. Rogan going back down along boards. Ends up with the clear and Dort in possession. But it's back down to Rogan again. Gex with the puck. Gex moving that one up. Gur not able to get that receive there. Gur trying to get a rebound goal there. Not able to. Sets up. Gex comes in with the point. A lovely setup there from Gur in a very awkward position. Blister just bumps it delicately in front of goals. And finally, Gex manages to make that last point. 50 seconds left in the period. This could potentially go into overtime. Rogan over to Gex. Goes a little bit too far. Ends it with Blister. Blister down to Tej. Tej looking to get this one back over to Blister. Blister looking for goals. Not able to find it though. 30 seconds left. Burgur boys need some possession right now. Gur with the puck. Goes for a pass over to Gex, but a good bump keeps Gex away from the play. Pass over to Dort. Not able to be intercepted there by Burgur boys. Rogan over to Gex. Gex opportunity here. Can he get some clean possession? No, he can't. Gex trying his best to set that one up for himself. Rogan with a lovely touch. Gex getting it. 12 seconds left to go. Getting another point. Equalizing the match. This one's going into OT, ladies and gents. Gex coming through. Gex right now getting this one back down behind goals. Reckon that he's going to go up to Gur. Goes back down to Gex. 5 seconds left. They just want to maintain some possession here and keep Game of Throws off of that puck, which they do. Lovely. Going into overtime. Most important match so far. OT. Winner goes into the grand final for Open League. Right now, Gex, opportunity to get this one back to his team. Looks like he might be going through boards, unable to get the pass off. Ends up with Rogan with the puck. Rogan might just run this one in. Overturns to Tej. Tej taking the shot. Game of Throws. Shot Burgur boys a season down with a long shot from Tej. good stuff from Game of Throws and just as good stuff from the Burgur boys, but only one team can advance, and that team will be the Game of Throws. Good stuff from Blister, Tej, and Dut, and Burgur boys also coming through, providing an equally interesting game there. An unfortunate loss from Burgur boys, and a very well-deserved win for Game of Throws. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those statistics that changed the game for him. Let's see. Game of Throws, 6-5 in that last point, proceeding into the grand final. Right now, 8 face-offs to 4, so Game of Throws got a lot more early possession, and they got a lot of passes off as well, 43-39. Still relatively equal on that front, though. 10 shots to 16, so Burgur boys had more offensive opportunities, but had a lot less saves, 11-4. So Game of Throws managed to pull through with their defense. In terms of takeaways, Game of Throws came out on top, 32-27, and finally, possession, 54% to 46%. Statistics reflecting a very, very even game, although Burgur boys just not able to get those finishing touches off in that last period there. Or those last few periods, I should say. Regardless, very, very strong effort from Burgur boys, but just simply not enough to beat Game of Throws. Good stuff to Blister, Dut, and Tej. You will be advancing to the grand final. That's the wrong scene, my apologies. Let's see. They will be going up against the winner of the preliminary final 2, which Rat Pack are currently in. Before we can see that one, though, we'd need to see the winner of FPA versus Donda Deluxe. So matchups for Game of Throws in the grand final could potentially be either FPA, Donda, or Rat Pack. And me, personally, I want to see Donda making it. You know, I want to see Donda getting into that grand final. Either way, regardless of my personal opinion on that, I wanted to say thank everyone for coming through and watching the stream. With any hope, we will be able to see the preliminary final 2. Sorry, the semi-final 1, which is FPA versus Donda Deluxe, which was supposed to be going on at the same time, but unfortunately got cancelled. Regardless, a lovely match from everyone tonight, and I believe that there is also one game on tomorrow, which I should be casting as well. Let's see what that one is. Tomorrow we have... Come on, where's the match? Here we go. Sydney Gas versus the Cream Team, 9 PM tomorrow. Put that in your calendar, ladies and gents, because that's going to be a banger of a game. That will be an amazing game. Cream Team obviously coming through with a lot of stuff. Just a lot of improvement in terms of the gameplay, and gaffs also just being huge from the get-go. Cow, are you casting Donda match on? Yeah, of course I'm casting Donda match, bro. What do you mean? How could I miss a Donda match? Come on, bro. I'm not gonna go ahead and miss a Donda match. Either way, I think that's gonna wrap up the stream from me tonight, lads. Once more, thank you everyone for coming through, taking some time out of your day to watch this one. And I will see you all tomorrow night, 9 PM, unless someone decides to schedule a game earlier than that. Alright, cheers lads, see you later.